Trucker here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it.
There we go.
He doesn't mind driving all over the place. So.
That's a pretty cool picture.
Yep. Worth 1,000 words.
Wow.
Is that the truck?
Huh?
Is that truck?
Yeah, no. It's another one. It's the only one known to exist in the country.
Really?
This one here is?
Yeah. According to Mac. Yeah, chain drive, right-hand drive, call it a Manhattan model. You can
Yeah?
see the model Texaco used to use. This place. It's got mustache springs in the back with shackles. If you went over probably 15 miles an hour, it'd be doing this. Too many moving parts. If you look in the back, you'll see the shackles.
What's it got for an engine?
It's a Mac 4-cylinder.
Yeah. Wow.
We move this. We don't want people going.
Right. Beautiful.
4-cylinder, Fire and Auto 1342, written there on the manifold.
Yep. You the owner?
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're accepting donations. I'm involved with the Wreath Across America program. We haul wreaths, all volunteer
Okay.
to the national cemeteries,
Okay. Wow.
starting in December. Early.
Excellent. Can I leave a donation?
Sure. Right in that.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
very much.
absolutely.
You a veteran also?
I'm not a veteran, but I,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
I'm an American and respect the
well,
veterans.
that's what we're trying to stimulate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other day I was at a show and they played the national anthem and the youngster next to me didn't know the words.
Really?
Said the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah. I said, oh my
People
God.
don't even take their hats off.
No, I did. I was like this.
Yeah. I'm afraid they have bad hair. Something. Whatever.
No respect. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. What's your name?
Herb
Herb?
Fleck.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Mike Gaffin.
Please, Mike.
I have a YouTube channel. Do you know do you go on YouTube at all?
No.
Okay. The Boston Trucker anyways.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I don't know if you heard of the video
Yeah,
channel.
I've heard it. I've seen it on.
That's me, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So now you're gonna be on my channel, is that okay?
sure.
All right.
Yeah. Appreciate
Nice.
it. Yeah.
I actually stopped in your place
Wow.
about 6 months ago
In Hull or Pembroke?
in Pembroke.
Pembroke, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
usually in Pembroke. I have a
Yeah.
red and white pickup with a cap. It looks
Okay.
like a shrimp or lobster clam truck.
Yeah. I was there. I was down there getting parts at East Coast,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
right
stopped
across,
in there,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, I would love to do an interview with the owner of this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah,
So I like
well,
talking to the
yeah.
older guys.
Yeah, no, I've been in trucking since I was that high.
Yeah.
My dad had to take this old company over from his dad in
Mm-hmm.
1926. My dad was born in 1913, so he was just 60, you know, a teenager. He didn't even have a license, and his father died from an operation that they did at the Haymarket Relief Center, which was a teaching hospital in Haymarket Square, where they'd have the patients down below, and the gallery were interns.
Wow.
And as he was making an incision, he would describe what he was doing for educational purposes. My grandfather survived the operation, but in the day they didn't get him up and exercise the lungs. He ended up with pneumonia, passed away.
Oh no.
I never knew him, but then my dad, he was the middle of three boys. It was Jake, he was a freshman. My father was Herbie, I'm a junior. He was a sophomore, and Jake was a senior. Charlie was a senior, so Charlie stayed and got his education. Jake stayed and got his high school education. My father came out and ran the business after the funeral.
So is this your family in this
Yeah.
picture here?
No.
Just some workers?
Workers before. That actual building in the back is where our Hull location presently is.
Oh, I've stopped in there too.
Yeah, and it's cement, brick.
Yeah?
That was wood, and they had hay upstairs for the horse and wagons, and someone had a cigarette and burnt the building.
Oh.
So
Last time I stopped by there, a couple single axle GMC Astros. So that was a while ago.
yeah, still have that in Florida.
Do you?
Yeah. Got
Yep.
a Marmon single axle,
Cab over? Or?
cab over,
Yeah.
GMC, cab over, Astro. The Astros were a good truck. The wire was good.
Yeah.
You know, we ran them. Had the Cummins 290s. The Marmon I bought new from Cliff's Repair up in Leominster. Brenda and Cliff. They were in the local dealership, and years ago they had the show at the Commonwealth Armory,
Oh, yeah.
and he would have a booth there, and I used to do glider kits.
Really?
Yeah, I did 5 or 6 of them. I'm mechanically inclined. I had to be. Because,
You have to be, right?
yeah, in this business, to go from Nantasket to North Beacon Street or
Oh my
Commonwealth
God.
Avenue, and a guy take the truck, a guy
Yeah.
follow him, stop for coffee. Now it's noontime, you know.
Yeah.
So my dad says, well, you better. My father couldn't do anything. If he took a screwdriver to put a screw or a mirror on the back of a bureau, the screwdriver would slip,
Yeah.
hit his finger, blood would go on the wall. I'd have to run to the kitchen, get a wet paper towel,
Oh, my God.
wipe the wall.
Thank goodness you were mechanically inclined. Yeah.
Well, you become that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do a lot of driving over the years?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Driving and moving freight? I mean,
Yeah,
moving furniture?
Yeah, furniture, yeah. I started to Florida. A lot of the people that used to come to Nantasket on the steamships from Rose Wharf had cottages in Nantasket.
Yeah.
So we would bring down what we call the beach lot, which was a sheet on the floor, and they threw everything in it. A toaster oven. There was
Yeah.
no mic. A toaster oven, blankets, tennis rackets,
Yeah.
you know, swimming equipment, bathing suits, tied the corners, and then they'd say, you'd go in, what do you have going down to your cottage? And they'd point to it on the floor. Tied the 4 corners, you look
Yeah.
like Santa Claus trying to get out the door because it got fat.
Yeah.
They'd squeeze it, you get through, then you had to put the brakes on, and you'd end up falling down through
Oh,
the
my
steel.
God. Wow.
Dorchester, you know, a lot of people to get away from the heat. There were no country clubs, no air conditioning. Route 3 wasn't even heard of.
Wow.
It was down the old road, which is now 53, down
Right.
through Plymouth and
Yeah.
Bannerman.
Yeah.
The cars weren't that good, you know,
Yeah.
flat tires, this, that.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the Paragon Park days.
That's exactly. That's why our trucks say Nantasket, because it's a section of Hull.
Yeah, that's the beach I go to
And-
my whole life.
And Nantasket is better known than Hull, the
Yeah.
town. But the town is broken up into
Right.
sections.
I have family on K Street.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
near the ballpark.
Yep.
Too good.
Freeman's. Yep.
Yeah.
Too good.
Yeah, they're doing a good job down there. I'm involved very strongly with the veterans and the Wreath Across America program. We're going to haul loads again this December out of way up in Maine, up
Yep.
by almost to the border.
Wow.
Columbia Falls. The gentleman makes wreaths for a living, and
Where do you take them to?
well, we went to Bourne last year. Interesting story. We got involved, and my son says, "You're going to bring it into Pembroke?" I says, "Yeah, we don't have to deliver it to 2 days." I says, "It's Friday. We'll deliver probably Monday or Tuesday." They called us. "Can you bring it Monday?" "Yes, no problem." I think Frito-Lay, Regency, Daley Wanzer, these are the companies that hauled to Bourne. So we were trying to get those companies together in Pembroke and go as a convoy, but with the dispatch logistics and getting ahead of Frito-Lay, that you know, got involved. So we were on our own.
Sure.
So my son called a state trooper that's retired that works at the Hyannis ferry boat, lining up the trucks going to Nantucket,
Yep.
to see if we could get a police escort from Pembroke to Bourne. He said, "No problem. Let me call Middleborough Barracks." Calls Middleborough Barracks. "How many cruisers you want?" "Just 2. "Beautiful. They'll be there. What time?" 9 o'clock on Monday. We get a call, instead of Monday, they want them to Tuesday. Now I have to call, change your plans. Don't come Monday, Tuesday. So we did, and we had some wreaths, and we put them on the front of their cruisers, of which I think there's a picture here somewhere.
Okay.
Is there one there?
No. Well, yeah, I see this. I see the troopers.
Two troopers.
Yeah,
and we put a wreath on the front of their cruisers.
Yeah.
And they were escorting us down Route 3.
Yeah.
So we suggested before we left Pembroke, why don't we take and put a wreath at that Charbonneir's memorial site on Route 3 before the 3A exit and off of Route 3, up on the right where he got killed there. Oh, that'll be great, that'll be great. So we proceed down, going down. He says, get out in the left lane because you got on-ramps. That way, you know, we can keep the procession. We get down there and they slowly made a roadblock, stopped all the traffic. By now there's 4 other cruisers there. One was a gal, which I couldn't tell. She had her hair in a bun under a hat.
Sure.
And the Sergeant Mahoney, I think, he's in charge of public relations, funerals, special events.
Yeah.
He says, why don't you place the wreath? So the lady trooper did, got over the guardrail, placed it. Meanwhile, traffic stopped. I'm a nervous wreck, you know.
That's funny.
Holding up Route 3.
Right.
So they placed it, took some pictures, and we took off. And one of the guys was saying, did you hear on the...
Hey, how come you haven't got no sun on you, being down in Florida all the time?
Well, I'll tell you, that's a special requisition nowadays. You have to order.
I come up here, St. Croix, to get everything cut off.
Yeah. Oh.
So how you doing?
Good. I'm being interviewed.
All right, we're making a video here. Now you guys are on YouTube.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
You guys are going to be YouTube famous.
Like I said, that's all best. There's 3 of us left.
I was in Florida last week. I don't know how you guys can stand that heat. It is hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Real
Man,
hot.
I was down in Boynton Beach and Miami.
Well,
it's warm.
I was in West Palm, just a little
I was in West Palm too.
Yeah.
Down in St. Croix where we don't have the humidity.
Okay. It was like 100 degrees.
Oh yeah.
And 100% humidity.
Yeah.
But
so we get down, going down Route 3, and then you get to the Sagamore, and you get down 6 to go over the Bourne Bridge, and a fellow says on the CB, what the hell's Daley Wanzer hauling in that moving van that they need a police escort for?
that's funny.
Yeah. So little did they know we had a load of wreaths. Yeah.
It's an important load.
Yeah.
What's this? So how long have you had this truck right here?
That is probably, I bought that in Virginia, probably 10 years.
Yeah?
Yeah. Did a lot of work to it, yeah.
What you got under the hood?
That's a 3406B, good engine, same as my other, I got 2 of them. This is an 86 and my other one's an 84, which is in here.
What's it got for a 15 speed?
Yeah, the other one's a 15.
Yep.
This is, I guess, it's different. Overdrive is back. I'm used to it.
Gotcha.
Towards the dash.
Yep.
Another story, a fellow took my other one to Florida. He gets to Florida, he gets out, he says, hey, he says, this truck's got no power. So my fellow down there does paint and mechanical. He said, what do you mean no power? The boss didn't say anything. He says, tip the hood, let me check the fuel filter. So tip the hood, I mark on it with a marking one, you know, black felt mark tip, one that was put on the date. He said, gee, the filter's good. He says, I don't understand it. Hop up in the cab. He said, where was the shift lever? He says, back here. He said, well, there's another gear up there. So he drove the truck.
That's funny.
All the way, my poor truck, 2,100 RPMs to the floorboard, indirect.
You never heard of a 15 up against the dash, huh?
Yeah. So now, to correct that, this truck, the overdrive is back.
Okay.
Now, to even go further, standards are getting a thing of the past. Everything's automatic.
Yeah, everybody's going automatic. What do you think about that?
Well, you get in it, and I went to move one. It wouldn't move. I got the thing in D, I got the maxi off, nothing's happened.
Did you push your left leg down a couple times?
Well, the fellow said step on the brake. You gotta step on the brake to tell the transmission to move.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it was a Volvo.
What a shame.
Yeah, you'll hear it, and then they go.
You don't want any part of that, do you?
But like you just said, you'll be driving one and you go to come up to a red light and you're doing and you're reaching for the... I like to be busy. I'm used to old school driving.
Yeah. What's your favorite kind of truck?
They're all problematic.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie. The
Right.
newer ones more so.
Yeah.
Well, we started with whites. I got a cab over whites.
Oh, I saw it in your yard
Did you
in
see it?
Pembroke. Yeah.
Yeah, we use that for the swan boats in Boston because you
Yeah.
have to back around the pathways. Nowadays, people are texting, drinking
Yeah.
coffee, doing everything but looking.
Right.
So you have to have a spotter as you're backing around blindside.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I got 2 of those, 2 cab overs like that.
So what do you have up here for trucks up in New England still? You have the whites.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
This.
Yeah.
What else do you have?
I sold quite a few.
Yeah.
I'm 82 years old. I told my boys I'm yesterday's newspaper.
Oh.
Use
Are they in the business?
Oh yeah, 2 sons and a daughter.
They drive,
Oh, yeah.
wrench.
Yeah, yeah.
You taught them well.
Yeah, no.
It's in good
It's all
hands.
my wife's doings.
Yeah, good.
She's passed away 4 years ago.
Oh,
She was
sorry.
a nurse. Went to the county hospital. I met her on a blind date when I came home from the army on leave.
Yeah.
Fellow that drove for my dad said, "Hey, I'm going out with a girl you went to school with at Archbishop Williams." Hull didn't have a high school when I grew up, so
Really?
we had to go out of town. Hingham, Weymouth, Archbishop Williams. So I elected to go there, and this girl that my friend was dating, her name was Maureen. She lived in Weymouth, and I said, "Wow, Jimmy," I said, we considered her as loose as leaves. I said, you know,
Poor Maureen.
how'd you get? And I've since called her. She lives in Lago, Florida.
Uh-huh.
Because we cover Florida like the sun, you know, all over, every town, new areas.
Wow.
So as a result, it's my wife, God love her, went out on a date, and then I was home on leave, and she grew up in Waltham.
That's where I live.
Yeah, she grew up.
You know where?
Yeah, with Boynton Street off
Oh, I know exactly
down
where it
the
is.
hill on Route 20.
I almost bought a
Yeah.
house on Boynton Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't live too far from there.
63, I think, at the corner street. Bicycle park, the
Yep.
ballpark, and then the Chevy dealer used to West End Chevy.
Okay.
wasn't it?
I grew up in
Brandeis.
Brockton, but I live in
Oh,
Waltham for
wow.
the last 20
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah. No,
that's
she-
interesting.
It was hard. I mean, you'd work all day, and then for a date, you'd have to
Drive up
drive
there.
up there, and
Yeah.
then you'd date, go out, this, that, and then drive back to Hull. And
But it worked out.
yeah.
How many years
well,
were you married?
55.
Wow.
55. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Very supportive.
Any grandchildren?
Yeah. Yeah. 2 boys and 2 girls.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. No, I'm very blessed. Everybody's good. We get along. No fighting. No arguments.
You can't ask it for anything more than that.
No.
You bet you met a lot of really interesting people over
I
the
have
years.
in my day, yeah. When I
Yeah.
started, it was the 2-lane roads. I started the Florida. A lot of our customers who used to come to the beach for summers would call my dad because they had a business card on the refrigerator at their winter home, whether it was West Roxbury, Brookline, Dorchester, Jamaica Plain, Newton, Wellesley. And when they were retiring and going to Florida, they would still call my dad. Well, back in the day, you had to have authority to, you know, haul. So we had to buy rights. Nowadays, you just go and apply, and they give you a DOT number.
Yeah.
Some drivers we have that help us on the weekends, spare drivers, they'll come out of Florida up to North Carolina and then drop and hook, and the guy out of Boston will drop and hook, and that way everybody gets home in a timely manner, and wives are happy.
Things have
Freight
changed on
keeps
the road
moving.
since
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
But there were a lot of good old mom and pop truck stops back
Oh,
then.
yeah. 2-lane roads. That's
Route
what we
1,
had.
you did a lot of Route 1 back then?
Well, you did, but it was 15, 17, 301, down through Yulee. They had a steel bridge there that when you went over it, it was real close. Mirrors would hit. If a
Yeah.
guy faded just
Right.
a little, and the brake, you'd see this mirrors smash glass.
You talking about the Ochemain Trail in Pennsylvania?
No, this,
Oh, okay.
this was just a bridge. We
Okay.
had to go on the old road, getting
Yeah.
into, that was no 95. So, yeah, we had little 122 horsepower gasoline, flathead Mustang engines.
Did you enjoy it?
The last thing you did is step on the brake because it took you 5 miles to build it back up again. A car would come out of a dirt road down in Carolinas, and you know, you did everything to get around them, but
Yeah.
sometimes you couldn't, 2-lane. And back in the day before CVs, it was all hand signals. Roll it, no
Okay.
radar, you're clear. If you were passing someone, you stayed in the left lane with the left blinker going. That told the third guy back, you're all right, stay out. As long as I'm out there, you're all right. And then when he saw you get over, he didn't know that something's coming, you know, so you hung on the left lane for sometimes a mile and a half.
Yeah?
As long as you were clear, that told him you were clear.
What was some other hidden signals?
Scales.
Scale? Oh, really?
Yeah, that was scales.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 meant radar.
Okay. What did 1 mean?
No, I don't know. You're number 1.
We all know that.
You're first in line. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
no. And you'd stop and say the old cabo was when they first came out. You could take and turn the lever on the back. It had electric motor. This way, raise the cab to the right, lower it, start a motor, up or down, undid the safety hook. And you'd be in the bunk, a little small coffin bunk. And they'd come up and turn that lever, and the cab would start going up as you were sleeping, and they'd all start laughing.
Yeah.
So then the white motor put it on the key switch because they were getting complaints.
Wow.
So the newer models,
Yeah.
late 50s, early 60s, were on the key switch.
Yeah. So you were trucking before power steering?
Oh, yeah.
Air conditioning?
Yeah. I bought
Stereo.
ice, go to the ice bunker at the truck stops, get a cube of ice, put it right on the floor.
No air ride seats?
No.
Air ride
Bench
suspension?
seat.
Bench seat. Wow.
Bench seat.
Did you sleep well on the truck?
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah?
were so tired. Yeah. We used to say a minute's a mile. Sometimes we pack our own cold cuts, a little cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minutes a mile?
Minutes a
What's
mile.
that mean?
60 miles an hour, 60 minutes, if you were lucky.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, a lot of friends. Got a lot of friends. Worked hard.
You guys recognize each other by the trucks you were driving back then?
Yeah, and they'd call you, hey, Herbie, when you leaving? No, I won't be leaving until Sunday. We'll hold up a day. Let's meet us down at the north end of the Jersey Pike.
No kidding.
There was no Vince Lombardi's. The Jersey Pike was still there.
No Vince Lombardi,
Or we'd go to Joe's B's truck stop at the south end of the Pike. We'd get the guys out of Philly, Crossman, and some of the other movers, and then we'd have a little caravan going south. You know?
Wow.
So
Was the Delaware Memorial there?
That was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to go on the barge.
What about the tunnels in Baltimore?
Yeah.
They were there?
Yeah, they had the old one. Now the
Okay.
new one, you swing to the left. And, Yeah, it was
Chesapeake Bay Bridge? No?
No.
No?
I had to go Route 1. That's where down through Washington. There was a truck stop, and Route 50 went short distance, and you picked up one again. New Bill's truck stop was the name of it.
Did you have any favorite truck stops along the way?
Well, we used to go to Rhodes's. It was that's one of the favorites. Santee, South Carolina. It was a mom and pop truck stop. He ran the truck stop end of it. Had a good repair shop in the back. They had traffic signals on a pole to tell you to pull up. And wife ran the restaurant, so it was mom and pop, you know. Honeycuts was another one where they had cigarettes cheap, and they'd bring them out, put them in your truck. Not that I smoked. My father didn't smoke. He did like Pickwick ale, but
Pickle and kale?
No, Pickwick. Made on Parker Hill,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pickwick,
What's that?
Brown bottle, quart, that big.
Okay.
Pickwick ale.
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 Oh, okay,
Ale.
okay.
Yeah.
What did you do to stay awake back in those days?
You had to sleep. You had to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, when your body tells you can't.
That's the only thing you can do to wake up, is sleep.
Yeah. I don't drink coffee, no.
Me either. Yeah.
No. A lot of guys with the CBs, that was a big help, you know, but CBs, I don't know, I didn't think it was good for the industry, some of the talk and the language, because cars sometimes have them. Now a fella's got his family riding down to Florida on vacation, listening to a lot of... Sunday, I used to put a shirt like you have, a nice sports shirt.
You're professional.
Yeah, sit over I didn't want to be in the driver's only section. I didn't want to, so, you know.
Yeah.
Sad, but...
No, I was the same. I've been driving for a long time. My dad drove. I was the same way. I like my quiet time. And collect my thoughts. Did you have a CB handle?
No, never had a CB. No.
Oh, okay.
No, got to be careful. Years ago, I've been at gas pumps and seen F Model Max catch a fire right there at the pump, burn up, you know.
No kidding. Jeez.
So a lot of everything I have is kill switch. Even this old Mac has a
Yeah.
kill switch.
Kill switch?
Yeah. Forklifts, kill
Yeah.
switch.
We have kill switches on a lot of our equipment.
Yeah. We used to haul for Bargain Center, Building 19, Ocean State.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in buildings where a steel beam that thick, bend down, almost touched the ground from the heat of the fire.
Wow.
So it's the last thing you want to see. How
Yeah.
are you, sir?
Good, Joe.
Good.
That's
Good.
your truck.
Yes.
You drove it here?
Well, we brought it up in a trailer and took it off, drove it around. It's a 4-speed.
Yeah. How fast I go with the chain? 40 miles?
No, God, no. No. I'd say 15. But you didn't have to feed it. You didn't have to pick up after it went down the street like a horse. Once it got running,
You bought that a long time ago?
yeah, the sign, yes, tells.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been in business 120 years, same ownership.
Yeah.
Drivers are, like I started to say, come to us, spare drivers, and they'll say, what's going to happen when I get to the agricultural scale? I says, nothing, just follow the signs, they'll give it a green light and merge back out. He says, wow, know this, that? I says, no, because our DOT number is very low, and we've been doing it so long in the trucks.
Start raining again.
What is
Yeah.
your DOT number? You must have one of the earliest numbers.
101-834.
101-834.
Yeah.
Wow.
836.
836. That's amazing.
78842 was the ICC number, but that's long gone.
Yeah.
Wow, it's quite a truck.
Yeah. The suspension's rear in the back. It's got what they call mustache springs. They go this way and then they go that way with shackles.
Yeah.
And if you look
The,
close, the
What year
shackle.
did you start making it?
Huh?
What year Max start to make the truck?
I'd say that model in the front is probably 1905, give or take. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. This model.
This one's a 1911.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is an 11.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they call it a Manhattan Mac. Right-hand drive, 4-speed, chain drive, wooden spoke wheels. Used to say, get out and oil the chain.
Yeah.
That was the.
They weren't built for comfort, huh?
No.
There was a gas jump.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, 4-cylinder gas. Yeah.
And you never went across the country with it.
No, God, no. But they used them a lot. They used
Yep,
them a lot.
I
Short, designated runs, you know.
Oh, it was really nice talking to you. I learned,
Hey,
actually
thank you.
learned a lot.
Well, that's only part of it.
That was just scratching the surface.
Huh?
You just scratching the surface.
Yep, just scratching the surface. Yeah. Like I say,
Been a good career.
yeah.
Is it a lifestyle or is it a career, really?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. You're on duty 24/7.
Yep.
My wife, God love her, she, at the end of it, could answer the phone on the first ring and be
Really?
functioning. She usually needed a cup of coffee to get it going, but as time went on, she was able to dispatch.
Yeah.
Another good truck stop we used to go to, the fellow was a real good friend, was Joe B's truck stop, south end of the Jersey Pike.
So like exit 2, right around the
Right near the end, when you paid
Yeah.
the toll, you look to the left.
Okay. I
So
never
you had-
been there.
You had to go, huh?
I never been to that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, well, it's still there, but
Okay.
it's not. He passed away. But if you needed $100, Joe, gee, I'm a little tight. I got to go into Manhattan. That's
Really?
before the tolls were $100 for the George Washington and the Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know,
How much was a George Washington back then?
No, I don't know.
$5?
Yeah, 15. I was going to say.
Yeah, I bet.
I
It's like
remember
120 now.
Yeah, charter. If you had to go out to the Long Islands, Hampton, and out that
Yeah.
way,
Forget about it.
you got to have a pocket full of money.
Yeah.
That's why guys don't want to be. You go over that, go over to Throgs Neck, go out to the Hamptons, do
Yeah.
a delivery, come back over to Throgs Neck. You're broke.
The customers are wondering why it costs so much.
Yeah. No.
Geography.
I needed a fan belt for an H model Mac. Joe, my good friends with my dad, he said, whatever you need, I'll always help you. He says, you heading north? I said, no, I'm going south. He said, okay, I want to give your dad some Maryland crab cakes.
Yeah?
I says, no, I'm headed south. I'll get you a week when I'm coming back. Okay. So then he would send crab cakes, and my father'd send clam cakes. Back and forth, you know.
That's great.
But he had a little shop there and a mechanic, and
Yeah.
you didn't want to take a shower there because you had to shower with your socks on. But
Right.
yeah, but he was a good friend, and you know, you could leave a note on the fuel desk. Herbie,
Yeah.
call your dad. You know, you read the little note,
Right.
bulletin board. A lot of times I'd walk in and my wife would be on the phone. Is Herbie there yet? Just walked in the door. How did you know?
Yeah.
She knew.
You know your timing.
Timing, yeah.
Did you ever sleep at a truck stop with those bunkhouses?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was
yeah.
that? Well, how was that?
Secondis. The
Secondi
old
had a
Secon-
bunkhouse?
The old Secondis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Route 1.
Wait, the Secondis that's there now, which is really old, is not the original.
No, God
oh,
no.
okay, I didn't
God,
know that.
No. And Romeo Secondi, the father of the two boys, was on Route 1 on the southbound side of Milford when you came
Okay.
into Milford. The three boys, Albert, Pete, and Willie, and the father built the one at the exit ramp.
Okay.
They got the heads up of the interstate, and that's what they ran for quite a while. It was
Didn't know
Gulf originally.
Did you ever stop at the Mayflower Diner?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. No, we.
I think the divots and potholes in Sacconi Brothers are the original potholes.
They could be.
I think
They
so.
could be. We're close to home then, and we don't stop that often in Connecticut. The fuel's a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of local small trucks now that got to run New York to make pickups, antique dealers,
Yep.
works of art. So they use fuel, so we try and balance it out.
You have drivers that have been around for a while?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. They retire from us.
Really? Wow.
Another quick story. I come back from Florida. I look in the men's room. Men's room needs attention.
Yep.
Overflow and this, that, mop the floor. I'm in there, or I go in to do it, and there's a fellow in there using it. I says, when you're done, I'll go in. I don't want to disturb. Fine, thank you. Now, he was a summer employee, I believe.
Yep.
So he comes out, says to a man that's been with me for 60 years,
Yeah.
who's the old man cleaning the bathroom?
Oh, really?
He says, well, he's the owner. He says he is. So I've done it all.
Yeah.
And
You're not afraid to get your hands dirty.
No. We had a garbage route in Hull. We picked up garbage and rubbish. Yeah, trash. Go behind each cottage, the underground, pull it out. I know there were piggeries in Waltham, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Danny Malone, you know, he's from Waltham.
Oh, yeah.
Kennedy Brothers up
Yep.
in Acton had pigs.
Oh, yeah. I used to go up there.
Yeah, Del Pratt and Rockland used to take ours. So.
Fix the cracks in here
Wow.
next time you come up.
You need better shocks. You need better shocks on the wagon. And you need better glue from false teeth. But other than that, thank you.
That's what he gets us for messing with you.
Huh?
That's what he gets for messing with you.
Yeah. It is a few potholes. I came in last night.
It's a little ruddy.
Yeah. I'd hate to be in a...
And I thought I was on the Cross Bronx.
Yeah. Get in the groove.
Yep.
But I had a fan belt going on H model, and I was at probably Carteret with the two gas station service areas are opposite each other. And I blew a fan belt. I called Joe. I said, Joe, I got a problem. I need a fan belt. Do you know anybody up here? He said, where are you? I told him. He says, I'll be right up. He had a Cadillac car, and I believe he had that going 85 miles an hour.
That's about 70 miles up there from Carteret to Carteret up there.
Yeah. He brought that fan belt up.
Come on. What a great guy.
Gave it to me, yeah. So this is the way it was years ago.
Yeah.
And these are the memories that I...
Sure.
And the friends of... He since had died and sold out. Ended up divorced. And then he ran a truck stop for his wife. Was nice. He lived right in the house right next door. A lot of the produce haulers used to stop there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the strong box.
Yeah, how do you like that? That was under the seat of this truck.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah.
Which one? This one or that one?
No, this one. If you care to make a donation, we'd gladly appreciate it. I'm involved with the Wreath across America.
brother.
Ah, thank you.
You got it,
Thank
buddy.
you. I had to make that slice a little bigger there because it's
That is awesome.
yeah, it's all rivets and yeah. Yeah, it's a worthwhile program. We donate tractor trailers. We went to Bourne Cemetery. We're going to haul down to Daytona, Fort Pierce this year, which is probably the SEALs Museum, and Lakewood, the National Military, and then end up in Homestead.
Wow.
4 drops.
Nice.
Yeah. They do about 700 loads out of there, all over the country. Very rewarding.
Well, thanks for doing that, buddy.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate the donation. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a veteran and I appreciate your help.
So you World War II?
No, I hit the lottery. I went in and there were no conflicts. We did get a bad scare with that Cuban missile, and we were ready to go,
Hey,
but I didn't have
you were
it.
ready to serve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what a fellow said, because they
Yep.
gave us all a war. I fell under that time. They call it the Vietnam era.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no
Yeah.
shame in that at all. It's something to be proud of.
I stepped back 2 steps, and up in this, they had a drive company appreciation clam bake 3 weeks ago at the headquarters of this Worcester Wreath company. And I was sitting on a hay bale, and I weighed 200 pounds. So it's the night with this gentleman, Mr. Worcester's wife, is into horses.
Yep.
So they were doing a rodeo, and she was Annie Oakley shooting a gun
yeah.
and shooting the balloons, and riding on the horses. So
Yeah.
at the end, they wanted to recognize all the veterans that were there that hauled for them and everything. Like you, I had done an interview because I
Yeah.
wanted to know about our company and my experience and
Yeah.
so forth. So that being said, I was the only one sitting. So the announcer, Jeff, said, now we have the gentlemen that are veterans that fall under the time zone but didn't really serve combat. And we want to express our appreciation because, as you just alluded to, they signed on the dotted line, they joined, you know. So that being said, he came over and he said, do you need a hand? I said, yes, I do. This bale was a half bale, and I kept sinking. Wasn't a tall one.
That's funny.
So when I got up, they were all clapping and waving, and you know, I joined the group in a semicircle, and it was nice. Nice tribute. Yeah,
That's really nice.
yeah. No, it's been a hard life, but I got a lot of friends, a lot of help along the ways that's made our company, you know, survive.
Yep.
And we try and. No, I don't want to be the biggest. I want to be the best.
You guys are well known. I've known you since I was a little kid.
Yeah, right.
The company,
Yeah.
and it's an honor to meet you.
Yeah.
I
Thank
always
you.
wondered who the man
Who
was
the man
behind. Who
behind
the
the
man behind the
scenes.
scene was. You think I can get a picture of you in front of the truck?
Which one?
This one right here?
The Peterbilt?
Either one, or
Sure.
in the middle. You need help
Sure.
up?
No, God,
Okay.
I'm only 82.
Oh, you're still young.
Yeah.
Hold on, ready?
His son still must still be working.
Um.
His son's started
Oh, one more. That's great.
today.
Well, put your hand up again.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well,
Well,
I'm glad
I
you
think
came
some of
along.
your friends might see this video and will be reaching out to you.
Yeah.
This will
good.
probably be out this week for
Well,
sure.
that's a good service you do. I appreciate it. Let me shake
Thank you
your
so
hand
much.
again.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
man.
Mike.
I'm Mike, yeah.
No, I've heard
Thank
you.
you.
You're known too.
I'm getting known, yeah.
I'm not
I'm like you. I don't want to be the biggest. I just want to be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about
still have a-
quantity. It's about quality.
Quality.
Yeah, I just want to take a look at this truck. I've always wanted to see it up close.
Open the door.
Yeah?
Oh, this is I just changed the paint scheme on this.
You know, I was here last week at Budget Rental in West Palm Beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had to switch out cars. I had a flat and they wouldn't change it.
Oh yeah.
And then I said, well, let me change it. No, you can't do that,
No,
sir.
no, no.
And so I said, well, then
That's
give me a new
on,
car.
that
Wow,
was
this is
on
nice.
Belvedere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
that's where it was, yeah.
I've been all through.
Can I get inside?
Sure. I got the key under the hat. but
Well,
don't start it.
That's tempting.
They'll get nervous.
They don't make them like this anymore.
Nah.
Wait, where's the cruise control? Oh, right here, right?
All
Right there, right?
That's it.
That's
Going
it, huh?
to Naples, that's a cruise control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 speed. This is a nice truck, man. This is the trucker's dream.
Yeah.
Get an old,
well
old phone
engineered.
book, huh?
Yeah.
All your contacts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Paper logs, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
This is beautiful. I love the old
Or rolled
that
and pleated. Yeah,
quality?
that's the original. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought the shoes, like I say, down in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Fella hauled logs with a pulpwood. He cut trees down in the forest, and two brothers, Don and Ron, I think
Yeah.
they were twins.
Okay.
And he hated to sell the truck, but he was getting older, and his brother had slipped off a track machine and had some issues with health. And
Yeah.
so they said, well, and I saw it in like an Uncle Henry's want advertising, because I'm not on the computer.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as a result, I went down. The motor was running, but it had compression in the coolant.
Okay.
The top of the liner cracked just below where it seats in the block.
Yeah.
I never saw it, like you took and cut it with a hacksaw.
Oh my God.
And water was leaking into the oil, into the air. And after you ran it 15 minutes, it would start burping out the overflow.
They didn't go
Yep.
fast.
So we had to get into it. And while we had it apart, we did the motor.
Wow.
Oh, like
Let me jump on down here.
You don't oil the chains. You don't have to check the air pressure in these.
You can't tell the boss I got a flat.
No!
Send somebody. I got 3 broken wooden spokes.
Folks, yeah. Yeah, we had the Amish people rebuild those. If you look close, some of them got numbers, 1, 2, you know, put the ferros, they call those, back in the actual.
The only time I ever seen anything like this before was down in Boston.
This is
Yeah,
really nice.
well, we're just south of Boston.
But it wasn't this company. It was
No.
it was from some mill.
They used them a lot. They had electric trucks down around the fish pier, Boston Ice. And,
See, they've already tried electric once or twice.
yeah,
It didn't,
oh yeah, it's nothing
didn't
new.
work.
Nothing new.
You can't tell me. It didn't work. Everything's been done once.
Right.
Oh, no. Back in the 1900s.
No.
Yeah, like I said,
You're too observant. You should have had a rubber inner tube.
hey, that's beautiful.
Support the Wreaths across America here if you get a minute. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Herbie.
Hey,
it was
thank
such
you,
a
Mike.
pleasure
My
meeting you.
pleasure. I can get up again if you want.
No, you're good. Thank you. We'll talk to you a little bit later.
Yeah.
All right, be good.
Waiting for a friend to come in. I don't know where he's at. I'm gonna have to call him. We're saving a spot.
You got a cell phone?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, you're one of those new ones, the
Oh,
flip
yeah.
phones.
Oh,
yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Picture of it right here. That's what they're. Oh yeah, the picture of it.